Good morning and happy Saturday. Rise and shine. I did not get anywhere near the amount of sleep I needed, but I slept a little bit. But I'm sitting here with my non-decaffeinated tea because I love hot beverages. I can't keep drinking coffee because it just tears up my stomach. So I found some tea in the cupboard, some non-decaffeinated, cozy smelling tea, but I'm going to have to go check out what they have in the stores for non-decaffeinated tea because I need something with substance, you know? I need something that has some deep flavor to it. I can't do just like those light teas because then it just to me tastes like tea bag water. Like, you know, the paper tea bag water. That's what it tastes like to me. Anyway, I'm sitting here looking out the window and I have the direct view of the Superstition Mountains out here, out the back window. And I just think about random things. But this morning I was thinking about how, as being autistic my whole life, I was thinking about how it was like growing up and how difficult it really was. And I mean, I did everything I possibly could in school to try to fit in, even though I knew I was never quite at the popularity level. I mean, I didn't make it my goal to be the most popular. I just wanted to be accepted by people. And it was hard because I didn't act and think like other people, even though I was in the midst of them all. And it was rough. But I was thinking about how, you know, there was always a trend going on, especially back in the 80s and the 90s. You got your tight roll jeans, you have your ratted bangs, you know, curling iron with the ratted bangs. I did that a little bit, but I never tight rolled my jeans. I hate that feeling around my ankles. So I kind of did have my own little style of dress, I guess you could say. But I never was one for trends. And that's the topic of this video. Trends. They drive me crazy. Trends. Not all of them, but the ones that seem to come about and it doesn't, and you can tell there's people out there that they don't even probably like this particular trend, but they're doing it, saying it, or wearing it just because everyone else is. And they think that's what they have to do too. That's what really just gets under my skin, is when I see people who think they have to do that or they want to do that. But that's what made me think about how I was back in school. Like, I just wanted to fit in. But I didn't do anything out of character to try to fit in. I was just, you know, myself, but also trying to mask my, you know, oddities. Like, I'd get real quiet around the popular people because I just felt like the biggest geek on the planet. And, you know, it's really sad. Like, I had a group of friends, I guess you could say, growing up. And, you know, looking back, I thought, and I want to say they were my friends, but to be quite honest with you, I was like the butt of the jokes most of the time. It's like all of the jokes that they would say a lot of the times were at my expense. And I would laugh, you know, along with them because I just assumed, you know, I was supposed to laugh. I can't make a stink out of it and then they'll think I'm weird. But it did bother me. It did make me feel bad. So I got teased a little bit. But those trends, I tell you, even to this day, I see people and I want to stop and ask them, do you really want to be doing that? Do you really want to be using that terminology because, you know, everyone else is? Perfect example. Whoever came up with the Karen, oh my gosh. And then everybody jumped on that. And now everybody uses the Karen. It's like, did you ever stop to think about the real Karens out there that have that name Karen? That now they have to walk around feeling bad because their name just got picked to describe somebody that's extremely annoying? It's like, come on, people. Have some common sense. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a Karen or a Debbie Downer. I'm just saying, like, I can't stand trends. I just wish everybody could just be their own authentic self and bring that to the table. Can you imagine what kind of world we would live in if everybody brought their true, authentic selves to, their circle, their life, to their workplaces, to school, anywhere you go. Online, it seems like we have a lot of courageous people that sit behind computers, but they would never dare say what they type in person. But I'm just sick of the fakery. The absolute fakery. I can spot it a mile away. And I've always been that way. I've seen girls in high school that they're like the baby ducks running behind the mother. And that's the other thing. What is up with calling Taylor Swift mother? Or Donald Trump daddy? What are we doing, people? Come on. We can do better than this. And, I'm sure somebody, if they watch this, they're probably sitting there thinking, what's her problem? Why is she complaining about something so stupid? Lighten up, Francis. That's what my husband always says to me sometimes. Always, sometimes. I said in the same sentence. That makes no sense. He'll say that to me once in a while when I bring something up that, I have a problem with. He'll say, lighten up, Francis. I guess it's from some type of movie. I think the movie's called Stripes. I don't know. But it drives me nuts when he says that because it's like, no, I don't need to lighten up. I'm just expressing my view of the world and in this particular moment. But I have good views of the world too. I love seeing people who they don't care. They're going to go out there into the world and they are going to show their true, authentic self and they're not ashamed of it. That's what I like. That's what I want to see more of. I see, because I'm a woman, I can't talk, it's called no sleep. Because I'm a woman, I see a lot of women that go out and they get the same hairstyles, same hair color, same way of doing their makeup, same style of clothing. I mean, come on. There's got to be something in there that makes you uniquely you. In fact, I know there is. Bring that out more. Bring that out more. Do you like to wear little kid earrings because they're colorful and fun? Go ahead and wear them. Who cares if you're an adult? Heck, I don't have it near me, but I have a Care Bears blanket. I have a Squishmallow named Charles that I squish all the time when I'm feeling anxious or just needing a hug and there's like no one around to hug me. I have a pillowcase that has a Care Bear on it. I don't care. I do me. If I enjoy something, I will, obviously if it's pleasing to the Lord. I mean, I'm not saying like I just do my own thing all the time and just live for myself, but like I don't bring any phoniness to the table at all. And that probably explains why I don't have very many friends. It seems like the people that have a large mass following of friends, they're not very authentic, are they? But on the other hand, maybe they are, and that's why they have so many friends. I don't know. But it just seems to me that the ones that really don't have many friends are the really, really unique ones. the ones that nobody gets. Nobody knows how to read them. So it makes them nervous. So they don't want to be around that person because they don't really know what that person's all about, you know? But see, maybe if we took the time to introduce ourselves to people and get to know people in a personal, like one-on-one, face-to-face type situation, like say you're in the grocery store and you're in line and it's a long line or something and you're just kind of standing there, turn around and strike up a conversation with the person behind you. I'm not saying be annoying and talk to everybody and just make a big show of it, but just say hello. Ask how they're doing. I don't know. I'm all over the place with this because I really wanted to just talk about the annoying, trending things, and everybody just has to like jump on the bandwagon of these new phrases and terms. Like, what's trad wife? I know what it is, but why can't we just be like traditional wives? Why do we have to shorten it up, trad wives? Are we that busy that we can't say traditional wives? No, it's 2026. We don't do that anymore. We shorten everything up. Trad wife. You know, it took me forever to figure out what that was. What's a trad wife? What is a trad wife? Is she married to a guy named Todd and he's really rad? Like, what the heck? Okay, this is called No Sleep. Need something to make me cozy and relax because my anxiety is just kind of heightened this morning because I haven't gotten a lot of sleep. But this is my little rant, my little all over the place rant. I'm just being me, and hopefully I'll find my tribe here on YouTube because I haven't been able to find it out in the world on my own, like in person. So, okay, I'll let you go. I'm watching the birds at the bird feeder. They're so cool. They all just exist together doing their own thing. Sometimes they pluck at each other and sometimes they just get along. You never know what's going to happen. But I kind of wish sometimes I was a bird because I'd be able to just fly away if I wanted to. So, okay, I'm going to go now. Bye.